Reflecting on the gospel lesson this week, especially at our Thursday lectionary lunch, it occurred to me that all these wonderful biblical scholars that I had put my trust in got it wrong. They got lazy with their history. They say that this gospel lesson is Jesus magically, like a seer, pointing to the future and saying, in 70 AD, the temple is destroyed. Yeah, that happened. But the thing is, in 70 AD, stone was still left on top of stone. The only thing the Romans did, they looted the temple and basically left it in a ruin. They came back in the 130s with Bar Kokhba. This time they were upset. Everything that remained of the temple was flattened. No stone upon stone. They salted the land around Jerusalem, renamed it Ayatollah Capitolina, and said any Jew that comes within a certain radius of this city will automatically be put to death. They'd had enough of Middle East unrest. So they got it wrong. They said, no, it's pointing to 70. So if it's not pointing to 70, and if it's not supposed to make Jesus some kind of miracle worker, seer of the future, what's the story about here? And I think, for me, I needed to peel another layer away to catch the spiritual truth that's going on. This is a story about faith. It's about faith in two things. The disciples come out, wow, do you see these big stones and these large buildings? That's what I got my faith in. This stuff right here. Yeah, it's going to last forever. And I identify with that. And I'm going to last forever. Not only is that going to last forever, what it represents. Because they're talking about the temple and the long-standing traditions, religious traditions, that contain ideas about God. This building cannot contain God. That book cannot contain God. It can only contain ideas about God, reflections and musings about God. So it's about faith. What do you put your confidence in? And it's also about idolatry. It's going to last forever. Now, why do we need an idol called certainty? We heard it in the gospel. There's going to be wars, there's going to be famines, there's going to be earthquakes, there's going to be an avalanche of the apocalypse. And here's the God's truth. You don't hear that much from preachers, do you? Here's the truth this morning. The apocalypse is happening right now. It's not some way out there in the future as God's going to wrap up everything and say it's over, it's done. It's happening right now. With each breath, it's a slow burning apocalypse. Apocalypse is change. We went through a big one with the storm. And we learned about faith in buildings on September the 11th. So, what can I put my trust in? What is there that's lasting? What can I know with certainty? The breath of this moment, and this moment, and this moment. And where does that breath come from? In my life, I've come to understand that breath as an undeniable sign and gift of love from the one who made all things. These walls will crumble someday. This church, the church of my childhood, it's gone. Because we live in an evolutionary world. ideas biologically, physically, everything changes. That's evolution. One thing remains the same. One thing I trust. The one who did this and gave me and you the gift of love.